What's going on? Charles St. James back to you again. Continuing on with my question and answers section. Now, I was asked a question about Gatorade. The question was, is Gatorade a good recovery drink after you get done working out? Okay, the answer to that is it depends. Now, if you're talking about the original Gatorade, the answer to that would be no. The original Gatorade was designed to give you carbohydrates and to replenish the salts that your body has used while you were doing a strenuous activity. Now, a strenuous activity that Gatorade would be beneficial for would be something like playing football, playing basketball, running, things like that. Activities that require and cause you to sweat quite a bit and get that heart rate up. Now, if you're talking about exercising by being in the gym, is Gatorade a good recovery drink for something like that, or a good beneficial drink for something like that? The answer would be most likely no, because there's a lot of different types of workouts out there, and most of them, if you're strength training, don't get that heart rate up enough and don't cause you to sweat enough to make Gatorade all of that beneficial. So long as you've been getting enough sugars and salts like that in your diet throughout the day, Gatorade would be minimally beneficial to you. But now, if you are playing sports such as I mentioned earlier, such as basketball, football, maybe running, Gatorade can be extremely beneficial for something like that. Now, that's talking about the original Gatorade. But now, Gatorade recently came out with what's called the G Series. Now, what the G Series is 3 different drinks that do 3 different things. Part 1 of the G Series is designed for you to take before you begin your workout. Now, that part of the G Series, what it is a simple carbohydrate drink that's going to give you sugars and things like that before you begin your workout. Now, your body's primary selected source of fuel is always going to be sugars. So by giving you simple sugars and things like that, it's going to ensure that those sugars are readily available and give you a good amount of energy before you go into your workout. Now, on the flip side of that right there, do you have to necessarily buy Gatorade Prime to get a sugary rush? No, you don't. You could eat something like a fruit or drink some orange juice to get the same effect. Also, along with that, you can get a little bit of protein in there, which would be, in my opinion, a little bit better than that Gatorade Prime. Now, the second part of G Series is the original Gatorade. The original Gatorade, as I explained earlier, was designed to help replenish those salts and sugars and things like that while you were engaged in a strenuous activity. Strenuous activities that require and cause you to sweat. If you're playing football, if you're playing basketball, is Gatorade beneficial? Yeah, it is. Now, if you weight training, is that type of Gatorade beneficial? Not so sure. Now, the third part of the G Series is a Gatorade recovery. What that is Gatorade's protein drink. Now, I believe that contains about 15 grams of protein. I don't remember how many grams of carbohydrates that it contains, but is that a good recovery drink? Well, it's decent. Okay, I'll say it's decent. Now, the reason why I say that is because depending on how much you currently weigh and depending on how strenuous your activity was, you might need a little bit more than just 15 grams of protein to recover from that. What I recommend that you do as far as a recovery drink, buy yourself some protein. Okay, buy yourself some protein, a good whey protein. Whey protein hits the body a little bit faster than every other type of protein that I know about. Okay, so now if you get yourself a good whey protein and you take about 25 grams of that and you put that inside of a fruit drink. Fruit drink, I mean something like an orange juice or apple juice. Now, it might not taste that good. I'm gonna tell you straightforward. It might not taste that good if you do this right here. But if you take a drink such as apple juice or orange juice and you put about 25 grams of protein in there, that's going to be, in my opinion, a little bit better a recovery drink than Gatorade recovery, because it's going to give you the proteins that you need, and you can also adjust the calories and adjust the amount of carbohydrates that it has and adjust the amount of proteins to fit your particular body type. But what I would recommend for recovery is at least 25 grams of protein and at least 40 grams of carbohydrates. Now, your body has something that's called the anabolic window. What the anabolic window is after you finish working out, your body is searching for key nutrients and things like that that you've used up while you were working out. So when the anabolic window is open, your body is going to be more likely to absorb and to use all that which is taken in during that particular time. And the anabolic window is normally open just after you get done working out. So that's the key time. You've got to get those nutrients in your body after you get done working out. The anabolic window can stay open for up to about an hour. So it's crucial that you go out and get those proteins and those carbohydrates and like that you need after you get done working out. But is Gatorade Original a good source and a good selected drink for recovery? Absolutely not. Is Gatorade Recovery a good drink for after you get done working out? It can be, depending on your body type. But is Gatorade Prime a decent drink for before going to your workout? Yeah, it is. It's halfway decent. Once again, my name is Charles St. James. Hopefully that answered your question.